What's up, guys? It's Crash, and I'm going to cover all of the Battlefield official information we got this week. In honor of that, I have my beanie, and that's it. So, get a beanie. I'm excited. Got mine. Dr. Disrespect, he's excited too. We're amped. Anyway, guys, yeah, that's it. You get a beanie this week. You get no communication. You get no bug fixes. You get no real content. You get a beanie. So that's pretty exciting. Moving on into other news. Basically what I really wanted to talk about is what's going on with this petition. I have it pulled up so you guys can see everyone's talking about it. It's pretty much the only big thing going on with the Battlefield 2042 community, which is sad to say. And I wanted to talk about it a little bit and give some of my thoughts because it is a polarizing subject. There's a lot of people that think it will do different things and stuff like that, and I would love to talk about it. I would also love to hear from you down in the comments below. But yeah, there's a couple things I want to talk about with this. And then first, I also saw something interesting with David Goldfarb. He was a developer on some of the older Battlefields, including Bad Company 2. And even from an ex-developer, I think insights from people close to the situation are important here. And he says, really trying to understand why some of these design calls were made, why there's no smaller infantry maps, why was 128 player count that a thing, did seemingly have any accommodation for infantry at all, why are whole maps shipping without any detail art, was no one in control of quality over there? I've asked that a lot, like who tested some of this stuff. Like even still to this day, the mouse input and things like that are not working. Who thought this experience honored the BF sandbox experience that took it forward? I'm astonished that there was many missteps, even knowing the obstacles from higher up. And for all my friends and colleagues over there, ugh. So yeah, I'm not sure if I said, is it ugh, I don't know. I need to work on that. But anyway, yeah, so not a good sentiment from a former Battlefield developer. I think it's interesting that even they see something went really wrong with this game. As far as we know, it's just they didn't have a lot of time based on upper management. And I think a lot of higher up analysts and things made model predictions on what would sell, and those obviously didn't work. So anyway, the meat of the video is about the petition. It's up to 129,709 folks who have signed it. I updated it so you can watch it go up in real time. And essentially, what do I think is going to happen with this? Hardly anything, guys. From a legal standpoint, I think their butts are covered in the TOS agreements. I think this game is going to barely give us what they promised legally as far as content designed with, as far as content advertised with the battle passes and the specialists. They aren't even technically bound to giving us maps, although there are some in development. But nearly 130,000 people is a lot of people to sign this, and I think at this point, really all it's going to do is send a message. And some caveats with stuff like this, these are just my observations, guys. Some of these are likely by people that don't even own the game, that are just piling on as hate because it's funny and cool to see the number go up and they think it's kind of funny. But honestly, there are probably a lot of people in here that are just wanting a refund, and this game didn't live up to expectations. The problem is, you probably played it longer than the rules allow to get a refund. You played it over those couple hours and things like that. And I would come back and say to people saying, you snooze you lose, or that's just how it is, this is how it works out sometimes. I would say, but you expect, there's just certain unspoken expectations from a AAA studio, that if a game comes out like this, that something will be done to fix it quickly. A lot of game breaking bugs, loadout issues, reviving near walls. These are just the stuff off the top of my head, as I haven't played the game in over 2 weeks. Just all that stuff you would think is fixed quickly, and that's built into the price of a AAA game with a however many $1 million budget that this game has, that they're going to fix it and update it. And this hasn't been done, and that's really the only place I can see there being a case. Again, it's likely not going to go anywhere other than just sending a message to EA and DICE that, hey, we really want this game to be fixed, or we want our money back. And there's nothing legally likely going to come from this. I think everyone's kind of beat that to death. But at the same time, there are those caveats where people didn't get what they expected. I mean, games have released broken before, but they've been fixed much quicker. Getting content that is still being delayed is just, we're not getting what we paid for that comes with that AAA premium. In my opinion, again, I can't see anything that's legally been broken here, but I definitely want to know what you guys think, because I've never seen anything like this. It's getting close to one of the top signed petitions on change.org. It's gained a lot of steam, which is pretty crazy. And just, yeah, it's crazy that this is where we're at right now. I thought we'd be very much enjoying our game. Call of Duty, who released around the same time, is already talking about season 2. Where do we go from here? In my opinion, we have to speak with our wallets. Not pre-order any more games. Pre-ordering in and of itself is kind of a scuffed deal. It's kind of bad. It lets studios get away with things that they shouldn't. And also not buying the battle pass and playing other games. I've been a big proponent on the live show on Scope. We've been talking about indie studios making a resurgence. I would say support games like Tarkov. Insurgency Sandstorm just had a recent update. Squad had a massive graphical update. That is really cool. We're still rooting for World War III, which goes free to play next month. Hopefully that game gets to console. I've had a lot of people in my comments talk to me about Hell Let Loose, and I just think there's a lot of good indie games out there right now. We should support those and basically speak with our time and with our wallet. Don't play this game until it's at an acceptable level for you. Don't buy any microtransactions or battle passes or anything until you think this game is at an acceptable level for a AAA game. And I think that's really all we can do at this point. Kind of take the L, hope they turn it around, and yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to keep playing some indie games while we look ahead to the rest of 2022. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support on the channel over on the Scope, the live series that we've been doing every Monday evening. It's been a ton of fun talking about FPS news and some of these indie games and things like that. And I just can't thank you enough for being here. I really do appreciate it. With changing content on YouTube is so tough. But with you guys, you've made it a breeze. Let me know in the comments what you think about everything, and we'll see you on the next one.